Hi moms, welcome back to day 2 of week 1 of trimester 1 of our Pilates course. So today is our lower body focus day. Like always, feel free to take breaks, grab water, modify any movements and exercises so they're safe and healthy for you and your body and your baby. If you need to take breaks, go ahead and do so. And without further ado, let's get started. So for today's all you're gonna need is your Pilates mat. No extra equipment today. We're gonna start off standing actually. So let's line up our feet just underneath our hips. Kind of line up your big toes, make sure they're kind of equal lined up there. We're gonna soften our knees a little bit, crown your head pulls to the ceiling, chin is parallel to the floor. One hand on your sternum, bring the other hand to your pubic bone. We're gonna stack those hands and then almost pull them apart a little bit so you're lengthening. Widen through your collarbone, send each shoulder tip east and west. So you're creating width here. You're gonna also create width through your sit bone, so pulling your hip bones apart. And you can drop your hands down to your side. Breathe into your side body here. Exhale, pull belly button to spine. Engage that transverse abdominis, your true core, deepest core muscle. Press through each toe. All right, let's bring some movement into this. So we're gonna lengthen through our lower back. Our arms are gonna come up overhead, thumbs facing back, and we're gonna get into a little bit of a half squat. So here we go, and up. I like to inhale on the way down, and I like to exhale to come up, fire the glutes. Lengthen through your low back on your way down. And shake it out. Good work. Okay, so again, lower body day. Let's get into some lunges. So we're gonna do a little bit of an inline lunge. So one foot forward, other foot back. Let's get our weight into the center. Then we're gonna come up onto our back toe. Float and lengthen through your ribs. So make sure they're stacked right over your hips. They're not flaring out. They're nice and stacked. One hand on your sternum, other hand on your pubic bone. Stack them. Up on that back toe, knee is gonna stay in line with your toe as you come down. And we're just gonna be here. And then weight in that front heel up to stand. So let's add some arms into that. We're gonna do 8 on each side. So as we inhale, our arms are gonna come wide. As we exhale, we're gonna push the heel into the ground, arms back to center, inviting them in. Here we go, let's do 8. Keep breathing. Lower the arms, switching sides. Pivoting. Up on that back toe, you can find that stack. Floating those ribs, looking straight ahead. Knee is in line with toe, not protruding too far forward. And here we go. Inhale and exhale on the way up. There's 1. Stay wide through your collarbones. 7 and 8. Back to center. Great job. Shake out those legs. So now I'm going to bring my feet just a little bit wider than my hips, just about shoulder width. We're gonna go down into a full squat this time. So still lengthening through your lower back. Imagine you're sitting back in a chair, knees are in line with toes, almost like you're pushing them out with a fake band around your thighs. But arms are gonna be in front of our body this time, kind of stacked one on top of the other. Doesn't matter which one's on top, you can pick. And then when we come to the top of our squat, we're gonna look at something on the ground that's not moving. Stay stacked, squeeze your glutes, little calf raise. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's do 8. So, sit back, full squat, and rise. Still staying open through your collarbones, neutral spine. We're over halfway. Here's 5. And 8. Nice. Shake it out. Good work. All right, so now let's go to the end of our mat. We're gonna do an articulating roll down. So you wanna start all the way from your chin and head, tuck the chin, roll through your cervical spine, your thoracic spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down, softening your knees as much as you need. And then once we get to the bottom, let's just walk our hands forward and you can come into tabletop. And then we're gonna actually go straight onto our side. So, stretching one arm long, lining up the tips of your shoulder blades with your tailbone and toes. Now we're gonna keep our hips kind of nice and stacked, one on top of the other. If anything, you're a little over rolled. Picking up that bottom oblique, stretch the top leg, lead with that heel. So I always end up over exaggerating it, but lead with the heel so your toes are almost down. And that's really gonna engage your glute med. That's a global stabilizing muscle. Really important to stay strong. We're gonna get into a good side leg series. We're gonna burn that glute med, get it nice and strong. So here we go, stretching, leading with the heel. Let's do a few little raises. And we're gonna draw a circle now going forward. And let's draw some circles back. Just about the size of a basketball, 8. And let's lift 8 times. Hold. And bring it in. Nice, so you should have really felt that right around here, that glute med muscle. Let's switch sides. Lining up, using our mat edge for help. Picking up that bottom oblique, so imagine there's a little mouse house underneath there and you don't want to crush it. So you're just holding it up, stretching the top leg, leading with that heel. Here we go. Circle forward. Hold that upper body still. And back. Keep those hips rolled. It's nice and stacked. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold and bring it in. Good work. So that's kind of an introduction to a side leg series. Now we're gonna roll completely supine. So right on your back, lining up your feet with your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. So you have 2 railroad tracks going straight down, one in front of the other. We're gonna do those hinging glute bridges where we drive our hips right up. Imagine you're dragging your heels through mud towards your body. So we're gonna inhale, fill your side body full of air, nail those shoulders and triceps into the mat. Exhale, hip wheel turn up. Here's 2. We're gonna do 8. 3. 4. Relaxing your lower back, even if you need to feel it when you're up at the top, that it's kind of, your glutes are doing most of the work. 6. 7. And 8. Nice. Alrighty. So now we're gonna stretch nice and long on our mat. I'm just gonna move the basket a little bit with my foot. So laying nice and long, kind of drop your tailbone heavy, find a little bit of a neutral spine here. You're gonna bring your left foot to the left corner of your mat. So that might be opposite me. That's totally fine. Then you're gonna take your right foot and cross it over to your left. So you're already kind of swaying to one side. You're gonna take your left hand, bring it to the left corner of your mat, and you're gonna reach that right hand towards your left, and then grab the wrist of your right hand and pull it over, creating a nice half moon shape on your mat. So you're creating space on the opposite side there on the outer arch of that moon. Imagine you're just separating each rib. Still breathing low and wide, fully in nice long deep breaths in and out of your nose. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna undo that. So you're gonna take your right arm, bring it to the right corner of your mat, take your right leg, bring it to the left corner of your mat, cross your left leg over your right, already starting to feel a hip stretch maybe through your TFL here. And now you're gonna grab that wrist on your left hand with your right and gently pull it over to the side, creating that half moon on the other side. Separating each rib, creating space, letting go of tension. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears. And when you're ready, you can undo your feet, undo your hands, give yourself a nice long stretch. And from here, we're gonna lift our arms up. We're gonna do a roll up. We're gonna tuck our chin, curl, articulating through your back, scooping your core, pulling belly button to spine, sit up, reach forward, and then come up. Nice. One last stretch we're gonna do here. We're gonna do a little bit of a figure 4 glute stretch. So you can do this in a chair. You can also do this standing if you would like. We're just gonna flex one foot, bring it on top of our leg, and then just let that other leg drop. Feeling a nice glute stretch. Outer hip. Flexing the top foot, only going to the point of tension, not pain. And when you're ready, you can switch sides. Bringing that other foot up. Dropping that other knee. Maybe noticing if you're tighter on one side than the other. I know for me, this side is a little tighter. And when you're ready, bring those feet down. You can spin forward, face me. Reach your arms up, give yourself a hug, pat on the back. Good job. Thank you so much for joining me in day 2. We did some good base exercises of a lower body's Pilates flow. You did great work, and I can't wait to see you next time for day 3. Take care.